Hello, welcome. So Layla Black here, and you are about to witness something really, really awesome. Really, really powerful. This exercise has been used by seven-figure earners in every single niche. When they start new companies, when they launch new products, they go through this carefully crafted NLP exercise, which is called the well-formed outcome. Now, we have taken a tiny little piece of the well-formed outcome and really zeroed in on it in our Inner Power Intensive because we want to set goals, we want to achieve our goals, we want to make sure nothing gets in the way of our goals, and the way to do that is to really identify what our goals mean for us. So you're going to have a chance to watch this live, watch this happen, which is pretty cool. Me and my accountability team, the dream team, girls on fire, you rock. We're stretching we're all in different countries right now, which is really cool. I think, and we're all in different time zones as well. So we made it happen, right, ladies? It doesn't matter if it's day or night. The fact that you can work together and surround yourself with people that keep you accountable, that keep you in the game, that keep you on point, and send you little chat messages saying, "Hey, did you do this yet today?" And you're like, "Dang it, no, I didn't." But I'm going to right now. So it's really, really powerful. So if you want more information on the Inner Power Intensive, if you want to make sure that you don't miss our next one and you want to get plugged into these amazing exercises and work with women around the world, then make sure you connect with one of us so that we can plug in so you do not miss out. So let's get started right away. So the part that I really want to focus on is all about associating real feeling and real meaning. So before we can do that, we need to release everything else that we've brought here, right? So everything else that's happened today, everything else that's, if you weren't feeling well, if you had a crazy encounter with a family member, or if something happened today, just take a moment to release it. And this is really important if you're working with a new client or a new team member and you're going through this exercise, is just to make sure that you take a second to breathe. So ladies, we'll just go in through our nose, out through our mouth. And I always envision, like, every time I exhale is all this garbage just coming out, and I want to empty my lungs as much as I can. Just... And sometimes I draw it out a long, long time, and I just envision all of that negativity that's been attaching itself to me, just release it. All right. So we're in a good place. We're in the present moment. We're here together. We're in a safe place, in a place where we don't have to worry about what people are going to think, what people are going to say. It's all about just allowing the real us, our real answers, our authentic, transparent self to be present here today. So Cindy, we'll start with you. Cindy is from Chicago. She is an awesome, amazing marketer online and a super mom out there with an incredible crew of boys that drive her crazy sometimes, but it's what makes us stronger. So tell us a little bit about your goals, because we really want to identify where you want to be and where the end goal is. Well, there never really is an end goal, but where would you like to be where you can say, this is my goal. I want to hit this.
My goal that I really want to hit is 10K a month. That is my goal.
Sweet. So 10K a month, you hit gold, you've made that. You see it in your back office. Just kind of picture this right now. Picture it in your back office. In that moment when it happens. Then what will that, right there, what will that mean for you?
It will mean that I have proved that my dreams are real. It will prove to myself, not only myself, but to all of those people who somewhat support me, but they're waiting for something bigger than I have going at the moment.
Okay. So when you've proved it and it's real because it's there and it's money in the bank, it's not something you're talking about doing. It's not something you say you're going to do. It's something you've done. It is there. You have proved to them. They know that they were wrong. Then what will that mean for you?
Peace. Peace. I feel that it would put a lot of peace back into our home, due to the fact that my husband is no longer earning an income. He earned a really good income for a really long time, and I've always been proud of him, and I want him not only to be proud of who I am, but how that I could step into his place and continue to, you know, have our family thrive the way it's has for so long, I guess.
Mm. So when you are in that place where you are providing for your family and your husband can see that and there's that, he's proud of you, just the way that you've always been proud of him, like you said, what will that mean for you?
I feel that it will mean better health for him, better health, um, and better. Like I feel like he somehow lost his identity, and I feel that I can, with the with what I've proven to him and shown him what's going on, to prove to him that his story and his journey matters a lot. And I'm beginning to see that, but I want him to see the monetary value to the story as well as how many lives he can affect, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So when your husband is stress free, is worry free, is healthier, and he's able to pursue his passions and find his voice because of you hitting that goal, what will that mean for you?
Flying, freedom, just genuine gratitude, more gratitude. Uh,
Flying.
yeah, flying. I just like flying above, feeling really free,
Mm-hmm.
feeling just feeling that I can help. Knowing that I've been able to help my family really will give me the strength, knowing how much I can help the world and really, empower others. It's that, I guess, that proof that needs to start, and I believe it starts with me. I think that's what I'm coming to coming to realize right here, that I can fly.
So when you look at your goal that way, it's almost like, we started with 10,000 a month. That was your goal. And over that journey of telling that story, of going into that moment, there was a lot of things that really jumped out to me, but the flying, that freedom, that lightness, and really allowing that to, your goal just gave you wings. That's pretty awesome. That's bigger than a paycheck or that's something that you can't give up on that. You can't ever walk away from that. You just can't. And that's what keeps people in the game. That's why these exercises are so important to keep doing over and over and over again. Because sometimes we forget. Sometimes things happen and we forget that feeling of, that total freedom, that total weightlessness.
I believe I forgot that feeling up until just now. Really, it feels really good because it's more than that. It's more than the fight. It's more than the 10K. It's that
Mhm.
lightness, that freedom, and I have, vehicle. Thank you.
Yeah, and you've had a lot on your plate. You've had a lot weighing you down. You've had a lot resting on your shoulders, and we forget what it feels like just to have that, just to be us, without all of the weight. And then it's those times, it's that power, it's that energy that will get us through whatever obstacle presents itself to us, whatever challenge is, wreaking havoc in our brain. We can defeat it when we come back to that feeling. So awesome. Very good. Let's keep going. Let's go over to Wendy in Australia. First of all, hello, V. I see you there, girl. Welcome. So yeah, let's go over to Wendy. Wendy, what's your goal? Because you're relatively new, and I'm excited to hear what your goals are.
Um, I'm actually quite lucky because I think myself lucky to be surrounded by people with such big goals, and it kind of pushes you to raise your expectations of yourself. And I kind of came in wanting to maybe just get a little bit of extra cash, but now I'm pretty much like Cindy. I'm like, I want that 10, I want that 10K, it's coming. That's what I'm aiming for. And being surrounded by the people I'm surrounded by, it doesn't seem so far off now. It seems doable
Yeah.
and achievable. And we've never had that before, so that's a big goal for me.
Yeah, and it's really you and I had talked a lot initially about some of the blocks that we have when it comes to money, and I know that if somebody had told me 6 years ago that you could make $10,000 in a month, it was just such a foreign concept to me. That was like, yeah, right, like doing what, selling drugs on the street? Like, how can a college dropout make $10,000 a month? It doesn't register for me, but when you expand your circle, you expand your network, you start to listen and plug into stories and follow people that have these results that are not much different than you, that maybe did a little bit more work, or have been doing this a little bit longer, have made a few more mistakes, and have seen these results. It's like, hey, if they can do this, I can do this, and you start to believe that little by little, and it's really, really awesome to see. And it definitely has a lot to do with the people that you surround yourself with, because I have some broke-minded friends, that really were limiting my belief somewhat was possible. And so glad that I surround myself with awesome ladies like you, like all of you. So yeah, we have a lot of team hangouts actually tonight, so we gotta keep this going. So when you're at that point when you log into, I want you to picture it now, logging into your back office, seeing your monthly income, and you hit that 10K mark. It says, congratulations, you are gold. What will that mean for you?
Crazy happy. For me, it's that, just that financial freedom, that not stressing about, oh my God, this bill is due and that bill is due and we can't afford to buy that right now. And
can't afford it. I know that feeling, that thought in your head. Even when you can afford it, you still unprogramming that I can't afford it mentality. It's been something that I'm still working on. It's like,
yeah, and it's a really hard habit to break, because even if you've got a little bit of cash there and you're looking at something you want, but you're like, oh no, what if this and what if that? Go straight to the what ifs. And I'd really love, to get to that point where it's coming in, it's there, just do it. just buy whatever it is you want to buy, do whatever it is you want to do, and not have to be constantly playing that over in the back of your mind, you know, the what if story. I
That's
think that
awesome. That's awesome. So so picture yourself in that place where what ifs don't exist because you have a consistent income, you have a skill set that you know you can monetize no matter what, you have knowledge, you have the results, you have the story, you know that no matter what, you can be successful because you've done it, because you've proven it to yourself, because the 5 figures is right there in front of you and you're looking at it, and so you can do whatever you want. You can buy whatever you want, and you don't have to think about that, I can't afford it. When that is finally released, then
Yeah.
what will that mean for you?
I think it'll just be, it'll take me from the place where I'm always kind of the person in charge of everything. I organize everything, you know, the budgets and the bills and, you know, and just to lift that and feel like it's like a weight lifted. Just to not have to get up or go to bed thinking about it. Being able to just spend time as a family, play with my daughter, and not have to be thinking about something else, you know, at the same time, so you're not really paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And like even now, just with working from home, this week is her like last week of school, and it's the first time in like since she started school that I've been able to go to her concerts and go to her like class performances and not have to say sorry, I'm working. And yeah, just to be able to do that stuff all the time, like okay, let's go out, let's go on a holiday, you know, let's go on a cruise. That would be brilliant. Just not have to, not even having to think, just doing it, spending time doing what you like, and then not worrying about what's going to happen later when you get home and have to go back to work or something.
Yeah, when the dream vacation ends, right? When
Yeah.
it can be whatever you want, and your whole life is just a dream vacation. You know, it's just being present in that moment. That's awesome. So when you're at that place and you've freed up all of the space in your mind that used to be filled with worry, used to be filled with I got to do this, I need to pay that, this needs to be done, got to watch out for that, this is coming up. When you've totally cleared that out of your mind, you've created all of this space, all of this room to experience life. You're there with your daughter every single day, every day. Then what will that mean for you?
Just be like the word that just comes to me is just calm. It's just that calm and happy with being in the moment. Is that being able to exist, like exist properly in the moment. And yeah, it's just that feeling of, for me, it's kind of, we've done a few cruises, so it's that, like when you're out on the water and you're just traveling through, and there's no waves, and it's just still, and it's like the mirror coming back at you of the ocean, and it's just calm, just serene. That's where it hits me. Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
been that.
It just hit me there too, and you know
Yeah.
it's so powerful. You know, both of these exercises that we've done have gone to a place of flying or drifting and sailing and water and sky, and you know, just really very visual experiences.
Yeah, I can see it straight there.
This is really awesome. It's really good to go to these places. All right, so V, come out here, girl. How are you doing? This is V. I don't know if you guys ladies have been on a hangout yet, but yay! She's awesome. She is a total firecracker, and you know, she's totally crazy busy. She's really successful in her full-time job, but we are making that transition to create freedom in her life, that is for sure. So V, come out here and tell us a little bit about your goals.
Okay, so I came in kind of half the conversation, so I hope I'm answering it like I think I'm supposed to, or from what I've heard. So my financial goals are I want to earn anywhere from 15 to 20K right now per month. That's my financial goal. And I just I know that's doable because I've earned close to that doing a job, so I can just imagine doing like working in this arena is that
So
much greater.
would that allow you to be full time? Would that allow you to, walk away from your job? Or
Uh,
you have a little bit more time off?
well, probably I could do, I could, I think for me, when I arrive at where I'm consistently making $15,000 to $20,000 a month, that's going to allow me to make a choice to say if I want to keep doing construction because I like the perks of being a part of, subcontractors and knowing people to build things and fix things, and so I can make a choice at that point. I can decide if I want to walk away or if I want to stay part-time. The
Yeah.
ball will be in my court.
Everything I know of you, V, you seem like you like to keep busy either way, and it's not like she would just make this money and kick back and relax. No, she's
Oh
hustling
no.
still. She's out there running. She's out there working. Okay, so let's set this goal for 20,000 a month. Twenty
Okay.
thousand a month. You've done that before in other professions, so you know that it's possible. But you've never done it with your online business. So that moment when it happens, when you've made $20,000 from your online business, and this thing that you've been working on for so long is finally working, finally giving you the results that you want. You log in and you see on your screen, you are platinum, baby. You are platinum. Just sit with that for a moment. I want you to actually visualize it, log it in, type it in your password, and you see it there. It says platinum. You see, like, I don't know what the crazy bonus is for platinum, but it's usually pretty crazy. You see that money right there, money that you've earned from your online business. What will that mean for you?
Whew, it means for me that I get to structure my day how I choose to. That I can see myself being able to wake up, not that I'm going to wake up late, but wake up when I want to wake up and do the things that I want to do first as opposed to the things that I must get done to meet other people's goals and dreams. But I will come first. And I just
So when you're putting yourself first, what kind of things are you going to be doing with your time? When you own your time, what are you
I'm
going to
going
be doing with it?
I'm going to wake up, I'm going to be meditating and reading books and getting myself mentally prepared for the day to take on the things that I want to accomplish, and so I can help others. And I just want, so that'll be what my day will look like. And I'm also going to have a person that prepares my meals so that they're all healthy and ready to go. So I'll just be great.
Yay, private chefs. Woohoo!
I'll be able to work out. I'm a morning person, but the field starts early too, so I'll be able to work out and just kind of start my day how I want my day to start and end it how I want it to end as well. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Awesome. So when you wake up in the morning and you get to start your day with some meditation, and you don't have to be anywhere, you don't have to be at any meetings, you can put your time and your energy towards me time.
Yes.
Then what is that going to mean for you when you finally get the me time?
Wow. What is that going to mean for me? Hmm. Hmm.
What do you see your life looking like? What do you see happening? What do you envision yourself doing with this newfound connection?
I think that what I see is that I'll be trying to help. I see doing more of what you do. I see that because I really want to show other people how to do the same thing and how to bring freedom to their life. So I could see myself doing this full time and really enjoying it because I like impacting my life, but also the lives of others as well. So I really see myself really like starting groups to help people, being more able to touch people online as well, and just really just living my life on my own terms and changing other people's lives as well, and helping and donating and even maybe building a house, like for Habitat for Humanity, because I have connections. So I just see myself just being able to give more and be
Yeah,
more.
that's awesome. I just, yeah, it just kind of dawned on me that you have great connections in the construction field, and if you could have more time and more funds, if you had $20,000 extra a month, you'd have some funds to do some pretty amazing things out there with the connections and the relationships that you have. So it's such a
Right.
huge asset to partner them together, and you have the desire to make a change to help people, because I think I saw like a little twinkle in your eye when you said that you wanted to help people, and I really can see, with you coming online with a story of, being very successful in your job, but working to the bone and not owning your time and having to answer to somebody else's schedule and somebody else's time clock and be here and be there and do this and do that. You come on the internet and you make this transition into having more freedom and to owning your mornings. That morning time is your sacred time, and it seems like that's something that you're really drawn to. But right now it's being put out to other people. It's being sent out there to other people. So when you get to that point and you're making a difference, and your story, because of your results, because of your hard work, because of what you finally achieved, hitting platinum, you're out there telling your story, you're inspiring people, you're inspiring that one woman who watches your video who says, that is my life. That is my life right now, and I want to do what she does. And you inspire her to get started. You inspire her to take the first step towards creating freedom in her life. Then what does that mean for you?
Wow. I think that brings, wow, I don't think I've ever thought about that, but just off the top of my head, I would think that that would bring a joy for me. Like it would bring about a sense of joy, a sense of, wow, I'm fulfilling my purpose, my role. These are the things I know how to do. They feel good. And I would feel like I'm finally in alignment with what I should be doing. I think that's what I would feel like. That's what I think off the top of my head.
Yeah, because what you think off the top of your head is pretty much what you're feeling. So don't let anything say, oh, is this the right feeling? Is this what I'm supposed to be feeling? Everything that you're feeling is what you're supposed to be feeling, and I really do. That word that just stood out to me in what you just said was purpose. On purpose. I'm on purpose. I'm fulfilling my purpose. And that is a place where, even though you're good at what you do, even though you make good money at what you do, and you do a great job in your job, it's like that purpose. What is my ultimate destiny? What is my stamp? What is my legacy on this planet?
Right.
And I think that you just tapped into that. So then you're looking at it like, wow, $20,000 is, it's a number, but this is a driving feeling. And in those moments when things get crazy, in those moments when you're like, does this work? I just want to quit. I can't handle this. It's too much. I'm overwhelmed. I'm just going to stick with what's safe. I'm just going to stick with what's secure. I'm just gonna let it all go. Then you can think back to, wait a second. Let's go back to this moment. Let's go back to this feeling of, I am fulfilling my purpose, and
Right.
nothing can stop you from wanting that and desiring that. So awesome, very, very good. So this is just one part of the well-formed outcome, but you can see how going through this exercise, if you went through this exercise with a new team member, and suddenly they're like, usually people they get started for the money, right? They have bills to pay, they got to pay the mortgage, they got to pay the car payments, usually like an extra $2,000 to $5,000 a month. People would be really, really happy with that, right? They would be cool with that. But it's the money. The money doesn't keep them in the game. The money doesn't keep them in the game when it's hard. The money doesn't keep them in the game when their friends tell them that they're crazy and it's a scam. The money doesn't keep them engaged when, you know, life starts happening and they get overwhelmed and they get frustrated and they stop believing in themselves and they say, hey, I can't really do this. I'm not as good as them. I'm not as smart as them. I'm not as awesome as them. You know, I can't do this. Then the money is not going to save them, right? But when you take them through this exercise, there's nothing that can stop them. You know, it's like building this shield of armor in front of us. The more that we dig deep into this stuff, the more that we really step into those moments. You know, those feelings that we experienced here tonight, go back to them in your meditation sessions. You know, go back to that feeling of logging into your back office and seeing that you hit that goal. And what does it mean to you? What's the feeling that you're experiencing? What's the feeling of experiencing, you know, your kids being able to go on a cruise with you and seeing the world with you, and, you know, not just having to wait for, you know, mommy and daddy's vacation time to kick in, but, you know, it's whenever they want, whenever they decide, they live on their terms. You know, what does that really mean for you? And taking the time to ask these really tough questions, taking the time to not just give surface answers and to really sit with the emotion, really sit with that impact of, you know, visualizing the woman that's watching your video, visualizing the woman that's sitting in the audience in the front row when you're telling your story on stage, and, you know, how moved she is and what kind of place she was at in her life, and her coming up to you at the end of your speech and saying, you know, you have inspired me. You have inspired me to live a better life, to be happier now, to seize my opportunities, to stop standing in my own way and to really make things happen. What does that mean? What does that do? You know, creating that realness in our visualizations, in our meditations, this will just solidify that, you know, there is no doubt in my mind that you ladies will hit those goals. There is no doubt in my mind that you will make it happen, because it's not just a number on a screen. It's not just a number in your bank account, but it's a true meaning. And I have to say this because we've been talking about money, we've been talking about incomes. You know, we can't say that if you click the link in the description that you're going to make 10,000, 20,000, whatever your income goal is. But what I can say is that I've seen it happen. And I don't know what you're going to do. Your results, they will vary because your effort will vary. If you want to create your dream life, you're going to have to do some pretty exceptional things. You're going to have to do things that other people, average people, will not do. You're going to have to work harder than the average person will ever work to get what the average person will never have. It's just how it works. So we can't promise you anything, but I can promise you that this vehicle, I've been in the industry for 6 years now, job-free, working from home, and this is the best vehicle that I have ever seen to create an income from home. So if you have any questions about that, that's definitely something you need to reach out to these amazing ladies, because they're on a mission, and we can make that possible for you. But I had to put a little income disclaimer. I know that these women will make this money, but I can't promise. I can't promise anything. So Layla Black, with my incredible, amazing accountability team. Ladies, let's, I've got a couple of minutes before I gotta pass the baton to the baby daddy who's coming out here to do an awesome webinar for our team. But just share a little bit of your insights, maybe a quick takeaway so far from the Inner Power Intensive and why someone should get plugged in. Cindy, we'll go to you first.
I was just like thinking, wow, I don't know why anybody wouldn't, because this is something that is so necessary for every individual. I so believe that this should be a mission of ours. This should be in schools. Everybody needs, as a teacher, as a former teacher, it's something that, you know, I believed in. It was like I would say, I'm going to empower my students to be lifelong learners. And it's pretty amazing that I'm in sync with that same vibe. And it sometimes takes tapping into your inner self to figure all that out.
Yeah, and that's definitely happened throughout this Inner Power Intensive. It was like, I've seen it happen with you. And so many so many other women out there. So let's go to Wendy. Wendy, what's been something like a really big shift that you've had, and a reason that someone watching needs to participate in the Inner Power Intensive?
For me, it was realizing I thought I was a pretty open person, but to dig in and realize we've all got those blocks. We've all got something there, and if you don't recognize it, it's going to keep you stuck. You're not going to get to where you want to be. And just the fact to be given the tools to recognize it to start with, but then get those tools and the support of all the ladies to be able to help you shift through it. You're not just there on your own going, oh my God, look what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
A group of people that just kind of hug you and say, it's okay, we've got you, and to help you move through it.
Hearts.
And that's a huge takeaway.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a big thing, is you don't have to do it alone, and you don't want to sit there and say, oh, that's what's wrong with me. You want to be able to surround yourself with people that empower you, and you can start to see this version of yourself, this empowered version, when you have power. It's amazing. So V, I know that, V's experience has been a little different. She's been a replay junkie because she's so busy, and even watching the replays and going through it that way. What's your experience been like?
But so far, what I'll say in a nutshell is that just being a part of the replay world, I've been able to enlarge my thinking, which is going to enlarge my life. It's been a shift in how I think and what I think, and to a higher level, and I've just been like, wow. And then the skills that I'm tapping into is like, oh my gosh, I could actually make an income doing something totally different that's not dependent upon a specific industry, a company, but totally on me. Like, I can do this, and I don't have to depend on, oh, is construction going down, or is it going up, or is someone going to buy houses? It's all about V, because these skill sets I can take and use it anywhere, and that's empowering.
And everybody needs them, right? Like Cindy said,
Right.
It should be taught in school, these exercises that we're doing, because whether you're a man or a woman, or older or younger, or a child, or a mother or a grandmother, or a full-time worker, or a single mom, we all need this power inside of us to go out there and do amazing things. I feel like society has been so muffled. We've been stifled into configuring into the norm of what you should be and what you should do and what you must do, and it's just it allows people to realize that, hey, I have value, I can make a difference, I have power inside of me to do something magnificent. And this course is really, it's kind of blowing my mind how many people are seeing these breakthroughs and seeing these shifts. I've got so many messages from people saying, I can't even put into words what has happened to me in the last 2 weeks, and it's just amazing. So yeah, whether you're watching the replays or you're participating live, I remember V actually called me the other day. She's like, Layla, you didn't tell me that this was so life-changing. You didn't tell me that this content was so incredibly awesome. So yeah, we're going to be doing this again. We're going to be doing the Inner Power Intensive too come January. So make sure that you are reaching out to a woman, attached to a woman out there. These women are amazing, fearless leaders who are definitely on a mission. And I love them like my own, so I love their team like my own. So I definitely want to see the people on their team. I know we've been working with some of their leaders, some of their newbies, to really create this incredible movement. And going into January with the Inner Power Intensive 2, we are on a mission to help as many women as we can step into their power and truly tap into that ultimate purpose. Teachers raising their hand.
I hate interrupting the teachers, but I really have one last thing that I really need to share, and it is absolutely one of the reasons that stands out right before me of why this group is so important. Now, I had an amazing conversation with Toby today, and I had this breakthrough, and I was like on fire after the breakthrough. I made a video. I was all fired up, okay? Go off. I do my video. I go do some things off of Facebook. I always post, my things of gratitude or whatever. I posted a gratitude post, and I had some Debbie Downer on my post, like, we get this. We get that you're grateful, but enough is enough type of thing. And I was like, wow. But in the same moment, okay, that I'm reading that one quote, there was like 20 of the ladies, all commenting and loving on me and sharing it. And it's just, you know what? Delete that post and move on and surround yourself with people like this wonderful group. And that is the power of having all these ladies. I just had to say that. So now I'm back on fire.
I mean, who really wants to surround themselves with people that can't support someone's gratitude? Like, it's that is just a true testament of, what is wrong and what is right. So you want to be with what is right. You want to feel good. You want to surround yourself with people that make you feel good, that, believe in what you're doing, that believe in your journey for self-power. It's important. And, I hear it all the time. I kind of get it all the time. Oh, personal development. Layla does all that, that touchy-feely stuff. And I'm like, but guys, this is the stuff that really matters. This is the stuff that we don't get taught in school. This is why, my friends are dealing with drugs. This is why my friends are struggling to feel confident or struggling with anorexia or eating disorders or whatever. Like, there's so much stuff that's going on right now with all these people around me, and I'm like, hey, these are the issues. And if you guys have been listening to my hoopla from the beginning, then we could be dealing with this stuff, rather than being sucked and consumed by all the negativity that's going on in the world. So, yeah, I am a big believer in what we are teaching here at the Inner Power Intensive, and I know that it's life-changing for a lot of people. So, with that being said, we got to jump off. We got team hangouts. We got awesome stuff going on all night long. So, if you want to plug in with the amazing women with the Inner Power Intensive, if you want to learn how these women are going to make those goals happen, click the link in the description, or click the link on the page, or the button below, or just send us a freaking Facebook message. We're real people. We actually want to talk to you. Click the button and get plugged in, because this is reality. This is how we work. This is what being a team is all about. So, awesome sauce, ladies. You rocked it. Really proud of your sessions tonight. You did a good job. We're gonna post this in our homework section. Hearts.